In this video, Garrett is getting 450 more house snakes and even gonna take over an entire new room in our facility just to fit them all. To make everything more interesting, Ashley, Garrett's wife, hates house snakes with a burning passion.
They should live outside in the dirt like the worms. Don't buy a house snake.
House snakes, a tiny python-esque behaving species native to Africa. They're loaded with personality, they have crazy colors, they're tiny, they're affordable. House snakes are the next big thing. If not for the rest of the world, then maybe just for Garrett Hartle. That guy's addicted. Would you say you're addicted to house snakes?
No.
Do you think Garrett's addicted to house snakes?
Oh my gosh, she got me addicted.
That was over a year ago, and the house snake obsession has simply grown since then. But I don't think any of us knew just how much it had festered. He even brought in his friend from South Africa, who's a bona fide house snake expert, just to talk about all things house snake.
My name is Warren Klein and I'm the owner of Bushveld Reptiles. Me and Garrett have known each other and been in communication for some time now, so it's high time we actually met in person. Garrett's very interested in house snakes of late, and I was coming to have a look at his house snake collection and just give them some specific advice on husbandry and just certain things to look for with the females for breeding, how we deal with eggs, feeding of hatchlings. So she's been handled, so you'd have her, placed down, and then you can introduce the male, and you just see they're okay with each other. Overall, it looks good. When Ashley said they belong in the dirt with the worms outside, yeah, that was shocking and funny.
Well, Ashley, get ready. Garrett's about to strike a deal, rent a box truck, drive all the way 12 hours to Rhode Island, and pick up 450 more. 450 house snakes. 450. Somehow this guy went from 4 snakes to 450 in just a little over a year. And I don't think Ashley's gonna be too happy about that.
I'm looking forward to seeing her reaction on film. I don't think she's gonna be impressed with you. That's my first impression. Yeah, no, I think she hasn't given them a fair chance.
He's black with green eyes. I never noticed the green eyes. Look at that. Why can't you have green eyes like that?
Oh, are you joking me?
Maybe she's not completely unjustified in her hatred of house snakes. Ladies, is that a fair statement? Let me know in the comment section.
I think she needs to look a little bit closer. She just needs to look at their eyes and the way they look back at you. She'll be hooked.
Good morning, guys. I am here to fill this giant truck with tiny little African house snakes.
But before Garrett had even made it that far down the road, he ran into a big problem.
You guys remember the training video with the snake that's a spaz?
See him? Ah, look at that.
He's a rare snake. He's going out on breeding loan. He shed over the weekend though. And this guy I had in warm water with me while I drive. The water temp's cooling off now. The skin's coming off okay, but it's still a little bit stuck on there. And I need to get this guy shed out on the road while I'm in this gigantic rental van. I'm just gonna jam the camera here. This is like original crocodile hunter stuff. Let's see how this goes. We definitely don't want any Tom Belongans escaping along the Pennsylvania Turnpike. Hey buddy, normally if I was, he's already trying to get me. This is just a crazy situation, so I figured I would share it. Not too often do you have to shed a misbehaving snake that you definitely can't let go. Oh, he's gonna bite me right now. There we go. That was good. It's got all this dry shed on here. Retics very frequently don't shed in one piece. They're such a big snake with unusually thin skin. Good boy. Whew, you are musky. You can musk on my clothes, I guess. I only have one pair of pants for the next 2 days, so try not to get me too bad. Uh-oh, we have a live audience. Let's go easy. There we go. Does that feel better? I'm trying to be as gentle as I can here. I know that he likes to pull away. He likes to strike. This is not me holding him hard. It's him doing it to himself. But the more he thrashes, the more stressful that's gonna be, you know? So I'm trying to just keep that to a minimum. All right, here we go. Nice little transport bag for you. Okay, this part's tricky. I gotta release. There we go. And a lot of times if you don't release just right and they pull their head back, a tooth will snag you. Bam, and we're done. Time to get some lunch. They have good salads, right? That's what I'm told.
We loaded up the caging for the new snakes and got to see a crazy behind the scenes tour of Warren's awesome collection.
So this is something new, huh?
Yeah, so this is a new gene called the furrow.
So here's the thing about Bushveld reptiles. They, because of their African connections, have some of the craziest stuff that you otherwise cannot get in the United States. They bring over, for example, new ball python morphs. Stuff like the Namib, the Furrow, the Nyalo, Striker. He had even more new morphs that haven't even been named yet. And these are things that he imports, develops, and sells to some of the biggest, like, U.S. breeders. I mean, the biggest that you can think of have bought stuff from him. And because Warren has actually moved Bushveld reptiles here to the United States now, he's brought a lot of this crazy stuff that you otherwise can't get in the United States at all with him. I mean, he has new unrelated bloodlines of blackhead pythons, Woma pythons, Brettles pythons, Angolan pythons, and then his own stuff with the Sumatran shorttail and Borneo shorttail pythons. This place is hog heaven. Hog heaven, if you know what these snakes are all about.
Thanks, Garrett.
Thanks for everything. Yeah, it's great to be over here. You have so much cool, like, just different stuff. You know, so interesting.
First person to see it all.
Ah, that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm honored. Well, we brought a few snakes and leave with many. I still kind of see my mirror there, so I think we'll be okay. Me and, I don't know, South Africa's entire population of house snakes here, I think. Let's get on the road and get home.
It's all fun and games until your wife gets jealous of the way you stare into your snake's eyes.
Oh gosh.
Man, you need a whole box truck for snakes.
How is that gonna even fit?
It'll fit. It fits in here. It'll fit in there.
I don't understand it. The math doesn't make sense. How many adults do you think is in the box? In the boxes? Are in the boxes? There's plural.
I've always been really bad at like the jelly bean game, or like how many jelly beans are in the jar, but like
A lot.
yeah, like
A ridiculous amount or a very calculated smart amount?
it's a large amount. It's a large amount.
Ridiculously large, right?
Large amount.
And are they babies or adults? What do you think?
They're a decent size.
Is it really 450? I'm done.
Guys, Garrett is in deep, so you should probably subscribe just to see how this pans out. And if you want to see more house snake content, click this video right here.